my fellow crafters, welcome back to Inspiration for Cards. I had some inspiration and I wanted to experiment doing something I've never done before. And then I thought, well, I might as well film it, right? Because if it is a success, then I should have done it again. If it's a failure, you might never see it. Or you might, I don't know. But anyway, what I'm going to do is in my last few lives, I used some cute critters. And it was a sort of a running gag because I don't do cute. Well, I can't say that anymore because I've done cute. And someone challenged me to do the slider card. So that's what I'm going to do. This is a slim size fit slide. How do you call that? Anyway, a slim card. I'm going to make a normal size card. And I'm going to... Nothing new. Well, I'm going to give a twist to it. You'll see it once I get there. But anyway, I'm using the slider set from Elizabeth Craft Designs, the new release, the pull tab. That's what it calls. And I'm using the big pull tab. And what I'll do, I'll show you what I've got. These are the ones that I've cut out using the big fold tab, pull tab, that is. And I've cut out twice because otherwise it's a bit too flimsy. So I'm going to glue these together in a minute. I'm going to cut off these pieces from one of them because you don't need those, but I'll get to that. But before we do anything else, I'm going to take these dies off. This is a die that creates a space for that pull tab. So put that on there. This is the die. I put that on there and it's yeah, a perfect fit for that. Now I see it hasn't cut completely. So what I'll do in a minute, I'll take my trimmer and get that out. Now this is the part where the slider is going to slide through up and down. Position that on my card. Carefully, don't rip the card. Sorry, I have to be careful with this because I know myself if I do this too roughly. By the way, I'm using the Elizabeth Craft Designs soft finish cardstock for this. Beautiful cardstock, and especially when you ink it up, it's really pretty. Now I've made myself some critters. You'll see them in a minute because when I show them to you, you will immediately understand my plan. So I'll wait for that. It's a beaver, I can tell you that much. I'm just gonna slide off a slither of the top here. Just because it's, yeah, perfect. So now this is my base card. And there's a bit of excess adhesive on here that I will use my adhesive eraser to get off. So I've made sort of a stencil-y thingy, and I'm going to use my tumbled glass, Distress Ink, tumbled glass. I'm gonna, what's the right way to do this? I've never done this. Can I get the idea here? Oh yes, it's doing it like this. Okay. I'm gonna put it at a slide angle, and I'm just lightly going to use this as a stencil. And that will make some sort of clouds. Yeah, it doesn't have to be very much. I just wanted a slight hint of color on there. Just to give the illusion of clouds. Oh, this is nice. I like that. Now I made this stencil. I should tell you what I'm doing, right? That's the whole idea of making a video. But that's because I'm just sort of still thinking about what I'm going to do. I've cut out these bushes. And that is what I'm using to make the clouds. Want some more? This is really looking like clouds, right? Just shift this a bit because otherwise we'll have the same clouds everywhere. this paper, you see, it really takes the ink really nicely. I can't stop. Somebody stop me. Now, trust me, you don't have to watch me color the whole video because I've got everything else prepared. But this one, not yet. I'm going to do one more here. Just one more. So I've got everything else already colored and done and ready to go. I just need to color this one. That's going to be on the top. You will see what I mean in a minute. Okay, that's that. That's done. This can go to the side. My brush can go back. This we don't need anymore. I will put this in with my die set actually, so I can use it the next time. Don't throw it away. Close my ink. Okay. Now, the pull tabs. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off these. There are two lines here. I'm not sure you can see it on the video, but I'm going to cut them off right there. And the same on this side. Up. There we go. And these can go away. Then I will put these two together. And I will be doing that using some of my art glitter glue. Because that gives me some wiggle time. Of course, you can use some double-sided adhesive for this, but for me, this is better because then I can just line it up exactly where I want it. And that's, for me, works the best. And in the end, you got to do what suits you, right? You do you, as Tim Holtz says. And I like that saying. What I'm going to do while this is drying, there are fold lines here. And let me think. I think I need to push this one like that. And then push this one back. Yeah. And that makes it easy, these fold lines, because you don't have to think. It's actually quite simple to do this. So this one's going back. There we go. There we go. Boom. Done. So that's what it looks like. Glue is still a bit wet, so gotta be careful. Okay, what happens next is that this part is going through the slider we made. And then fold this outwards. Now, this piece exactly fits on here. You don't actually need it, but what I understood from Josette, the designer of this collection, is that it absolutely helps to make it more firm. So who am I to ignore that tip? So I will put that on. Just using some glue. And I'm putting this right on these two tabs. And that will dry in a second. Okay, so this is dry now and it's all settled and it slides, which is good. So next I'm going to cut this piece off as straight as I can. Now get your big scissors out, David, because that will help you cut straight. That's what I love about these long neck scissors. There we go. Now we've got our slider cut to size. Then this one has a folding line as well. So I will fold that in half. We'll put some glue here on the back first. And I will put that on my pull tab. Lining it up, making sure it's on there straight. And then I will put some glue on this part. press that down. This gives us our pull tab. But now we're still not done, because this is, even if we put it on a base card, like this is my base card that I'm going to use, even if I put it on there, it's wobbly. So Josette thought of something, and that's this piece. So I've cut this out with the big size as well. There are two sizes in there. So you've got different things depending on what you want to put on your sliders. You choose your size of slider. So I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to make sure that this is right in the middle. Put some glue on the back here. I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to have a look. Make sure it's straight in the middle. Press it, and press it down. Next, I'm going to fold this one down and put some glue here. So this is attached. And that will make sure the pull tab stays in place when you're pulling it up. So, there you go. I want this a bit higher. I just noticed that. We'll just push that up a bit. There we go. It's my first time making this, huh? So I'm figuring out how to do it while we go. I've made a bit of a boo-boo there. We'll ignore that. So next time I will not make this thing so high, because then I struggle with this. I could have known that. I should have left at least that bit open. The size of this, the height of this should be in between here. Okay, know that now. Will not happen again, right? That's how we learn, by doing. And now you know it, so you don't make the same mistake as me. Then, look what I've got. I've got a beaver. And I've got another beaver. Now this one, I want on that slider tab, on that pull tab. This one is going to be in front of him, like this. And then in between we'll have some other bits and bobs. So I'm going to glue him on there first so he can dry a bit. Like that. Look at him. He's flying. Yay! I love it when something works. Look at that. Isn't he fun? Yeah. I like it. I like it. I love it. Good. Then I've got some other bits and bobs all cut out of colored paper, and then I've just scrunched up the edges with green and brown, and just to make sure that everything is nice and freshly looking. Right. Now, we need some height. Yes, we do, because he needs to hide behind some things. So I want him to be, he needs to come down, and then he needs to go here. This one needs to go like that. Okay, so I need some foam tape here. And I think I'm gonna make a double layer, because then it gives me enough height. This is a huge roll of double-sided tape. It's from 3M. Pretty sure you've seen other people use it as well. So I'm gonna fold this in half. There we go. Now, is this enough? Let me have a look. Yeah, that's enough. Cool. Okay. Then his brother, the normal one. I think I will put these. I don't know what I want to do with these. I might just do it like this and cut them off. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Sometimes I'm looking at the screen as well to see how things come together. On the screen, sometimes it looks better than in real life, or worse than in real life. So that's why I'm always looking at the screen as well. I'm going to put that here. Then I will just use my scissors to trim this from the back. Up. And I will do the same on the other side. I might actually already trim some off. That gives me a bit more room to play with. See what I mean? Then it's slightly different than on the other side. And I will cut that off as well. So this is coming together nicely. Then I've got this little one. I think I will put that one right here. No, I'll put that here. So I'll put some tape on there. Gives it some dimension, and I can put some glue here. There we go. I love it. Now, do I want to pop him up still some? Yeah. I think I will put this other bush on the other side. I will just put one layer behind him, just on the back of his body. It's a fun card, right? These beavers and squirrels and everything, they are fun to work with. They're not hard to assemble. I thought they were going to be far more fiddly, but they're not. Because if they were very fiddly, I would not do that. Trust me. They're easy to assemble, and they make fun cards. Or even in my planners, they're fun. So yeah, but even this card, I'm going to think about different ways to use them and different ways to make cards. But yeah, I really like this. Right, I'm going to put him on there. And I've put some glue on his butt as well, because I wanted to have some wiggle time before I commit. There we go. Isn't that fun? Now I've got some of this wood from the beavers that I will also put on there. Just on this side. There we have it. Now what I did with the glue, I've got dark brown paper. I've crunched that up with walnut stain. And then with some bleach, I've bleached the top. Just some water with bleach, just plain old kitchen bleach. I did the same with his little hair there. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that fun? Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. Yes. Good. Now I'm going to put some foam tape behind here as well, because it needs that dimension, because otherwise this won't be able to slide. So I'll be doing that now, just to make a little barrier for that pull tab to slide. So that's on there. I'm going to peel off the backing And it's some late night crafting I'm doing because it's already late in the evening. But I just had this idea and I wanted to try it. So, I have my card base here. I'm going to put them on there. Now I have to pick it up because otherwise I can't see. I will line it up at the top because at the bottom I've got some things hanging over. There we go. That's on there. Now for the moment of truth. It's still working. Yay! Okay, and this is the finished card. Look at that. How fun is that? 2 beavers at the front. And one is flying, jumping around, fooling around, while the other one is working and being serious. Well, at least that's the story that I had in mind when I was making this. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed the fun and at least got a gist of how to assemble this pull tab card. You can do anything with this pull tab once you know the technique of how to put it together. Yeah, it works like a charm. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching me struggle and learn making a gluey mess. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching this one and I would love to see you for the next one. Thank you. Bye.